From Studio 16 in the heart of Santa Monica, this is Santa Monica Weekly with your hosts, Chris Baelish and Veronica Castro. On this week's show,
coming up, the Santa Monica Police Department is cracking down on cycling violations in order to keep our city streets safe.
I'm Ashna Patel at the Annenberg Community Beach House. Coming up, glamorous water ballerinas for the new millennium. Aqua Lilies! You won't want to miss it.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Santa Monica Weekly. I'm Chris Baelish.
And I'm Veronica Castro. We begin with an important topic in Santa Monica, bicycle and pedestrian safety.
Reporter Jackie Brick tells us about an effort by the Santa Monica Police Department to keep cyclists, motorists, and pedestrians safe.
We're at a pedestrian bicycle safety operation here with Officer Milkey. Officer Milkey, what happens at this kind of operation?
Well, we generally come out to an area of complaints for the city about certain violations for bicycles and pedestrians, and this particular area is a complaint on bicycles.
What happens during this operation? What are you looking for?
Well, we're looking for bicycles that tend not to obey the traffic laws. Bicycle is considered a vehicle, so all rules of the road apply to them. Stopping at stop signs, stopping at traffic lights, using hand signals to make lane changes, things like that order. They have to ride with the flow of traffic. They got to ride with the same direction as traffic. And then if the violation occurs in front of us, we do a traffic stop and contact the bicyclist or the driver of the vehicle.
There are a lot of cyclists that don't obey the law.
I see them go through stop signs all the time and red lights and stuff like that. Yeah.
But you clearly stopped at the stop sign. Were you aware of the laws?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I'm supposed to follow the same rules as cars do, basically.
A cyclist that runs a stop sign could face a ticket of $250. And if they run a red light, well, that's $500.
I usually just sort of sync up with the car that's going by.
Were you kind of shocked to get a ticket this morning?
I was incredibly shocked. This is the first time I've ever been stopped by a police officer on a bike.
Now, I noticed that you stopped the stop sign. Is that a law that you were aware of?
Yes. I think everybody has to stop at a stop sign, I'm pretty sure. Even when I'm waiting through a stop sign, another cyclist will come through. So it's a problem. Being aware of each other, whether you're on a bike or in a car or some other motorized vehicle, just paying attention to what's around you and not thinking you own the road because you're on a bike or you own the road because you're on a car.
Just do your research and, find out what the rules of the roads are that apply to you while you're riding a bicycle.
Running a stop sign isn't the only issue. Speeding, illegal turning, and failing to yield to pedestrians are other violations cyclists need to be aware of. In Santa Monica, I'm Jackie Brick, Santa Monica Weekly.
And remember, anyone under age 18 riding a bike must wear a helmet. It is the law.
Well, the Santa Monica Public Library is celebrating a big accomplishment. The Pico branch is the first city-owned building to earn a Platinum LEED certification.
LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. It's a green building certification program that recognizes best-in-class building materials and practices. To earn the Platinum certification, the library had to score high marks in 5 different categories. They include water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, sustainable sites, materials and resources, and indoor environmental quality. The Pico branch is located in Virginia Avenue Park at 2201 Pico Boulevard. Go and check it out.
Veronica, have you ever done the Stingray Shuffle?
No. And I don't think I want to.
I don't want to do it either. We're talking about the unusually large number of stingrays on Los Angeles County beaches. Photojournalist Kendall Tice shows us how swimmers, you need to watch your step.
Stingrays are a little brown fish. They're round, about the size of a dinner plate. They've got a tail with a sharp barb on the end that delivers a sting. When the water is warmer, they tend to be in greater numbers. When the surf is small, we tend to see them close to the shore in greater numbers as well. If you scare a stingray or you step on them, you're very likely to receive a sting, and the sting will present as a laceration either on your foot or your lower leg and your ankle area. We know that they are a stingray by the pain that's associated with them. The laceration is not such a bad laceration, but the pain that is associated with them can be very bad. Last weekend, the surf was relatively small. The water is warm, it's unseasonably warm. With that small surf, they can come into the shallow water, and that allows them to have more interactions with our beach patrons. If you see a stingray, there's nothing to fear about seeing them. When you walk into the water, it's good for you to shuffle your feet. And by shuffling your feet, you'll let them know that you're there, and they'll swim away. You want to avoid stepping on them or scaring them so that they don't feel like they need to be defensive in nature. If you get stung, you should seek medical treatment, and you can come to the closest lifeguard station The definitive care for stingray wounds is hot water. It's pretty amazing. You can go from a 7 or 8 on a pain scale, with 10 being the highest number, down to a 3 or 4. But hot water, if you're ever stung by a stingray, whether you be here or anywhere else, get your foot in some hot water.
Now, if you do get stung, tell a lifeguard immediately. They're trained in how to treat the sting, and basically the sooner you act, the faster the recovery. Ouch.
So, Chris, do you know if you can eat stingrays?
I don't see why not.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because Santa Monica is all about sustainability, and that includes sustainable seafood. Reporter Abby Gibb explains.
Sustainable seafood is actually quite simple. It is thinking about seafood in a way in which we can fish for it in a manner in which there will always be more fish next year, and that does not do any harm to the ocean in which we get it from. Yet, there are many more complex layers to it than that, such as how the fish is caught, whether it is farmed or whether it's wild, and what kind of fish it is in general. There are many different kinds of fish farming right now, so things like salmon aquaculture, which is incredibly destructive both to the environment and to the wild populations in which they're trying to supplement, they're terrible. Yet things that are done in closed systems, almost like raised in a swimming pool, like say Arctic char or trout, that is wonderful because it's isolated from the natural system. We can control disease and pollution, and it provides us with a very healthy source of protein. Avoid things definitely like shark because it's unsustainable and loaded with toxins. Things like farmed salmon can be loaded with toxins as well. But mostly, if you think about it as animals that are higher up the food chain, the big predators, the tunas, the sharks, those are the ones that are going to have the most toxins in their flesh. Now, right off a pier here, you want to stay away from some animals that don't move as much just because of the toxins that are built up in the sediment, just because we live next to a huge city. So things like white croaker and top smelt and barracuda are animals that you might not want to eat because of DDT and PCB. But there are still wonderful options you can go fishing for right off our pier, such as Pacific halibut is a lovely option out there. Wild Alaskan salmon is a lovely, lovely piece of fish, which is also incredibly healthy for you. A lot of fishes that are lower on the food chain, things like sardines and anchovies, that most people haven't really broken into in terms of a culinary adventure.
So is there one place that people can go to see the entire list of what's good and bad?
Well, obviously you can come here to the Santa Monica Pier Aquarium right under the pier where we can give you those resources, or you can download the app from the Seafood Watch, which is free and it's really great and they update it all the time, and so you can have it under the table and seem like an expert when you're at dinner, and all your friends will be wowed by your sustainable seafood knowledge.
So when you're shopping for seafood, always look for that certified sustainable label. Diversify the type of seafood that you buy and try to buy local.
Well, everybody loves taking a dip in the swimming pool on a hot August afternoon, right?
Well, Santa Monica Weekly reporter Ashna Patel jumped in the water to swim with some elite athletes.
Hi, I'm Ashna Patel at the Annenberg Community Beach House, where we're about to meet some of the most glamorous swimming entertainers, Aqua Lilies. These beautiful water ballerinas inspire audiences with innovative spectacles of athleticism, romance, and grace. Founded by Misha Kussman, Aqua Lilies is the world's most glamorous synchronized swimming entertainment company. They are a team of professional synchronized swimmers and dancers who perform in stunning pools at celebrity parties, in music videos with top artists, and at just about any corporate or private event imaginable.
Aqua Lilies is the world's most glamorous synchronized swimming entertainment company. We are a team of professional synchronized swimmers and dancers who make a splash at everything from corporate events at the Beverly Hills Hotel to 50th birthday parties in your backyard pool. Aqua Lilies have to be incredibly physically fit, and not only do they have to be fit, they also have to be very skilled in either synchronized swimming or dance. But the key to what Aqua Lilies does is making it look easy. So what we're looking for are performers who can do something that is so challenging, but do it with a smile on their face.
I started off as a dancer in Los Angeles, and then I auditioned for Aqua Lilies, and slowly through that I started swimming and taking the synchronized swimming lessons and became a performer with the company.
It's amazing. The other Lilies are so welcoming. I'm one of the newer ones, and so they just took me in right away, and we all hang out outside of our shows, and we all go out places together and go get food together, and it's a very welcoming community.
And now you can join in on all the fun and get into great shape by taking a variety of classes, including synchronized swimming in this historic pool. You'll learn synchronized swimming skills like egg beater, which works out your core and legs and leaves the hands free to perform strokes. Sculls, which are hand movements where you move your forearms back and forth to propel the body and hold your legs above the water, as well as a variety of positions, tucks, and lifts.
I've seen synchronized swimmers before, and I never thought I could do it because I've always had an aversion to water. Recently, I became a triathlete, and so I actually thought synchronized swimming would help me be more comfortable in the water, and it actually has.
The instructor that I have has been wonderful and so welcoming and not threatening and very patient. It's been a lot of fun.
And after 6 weeks of classes, the beginner and intermediate students put on a performance for their friends and family in this breathtaking setting. Make a splash, defy gravity, and turn the pool into a stage by signing up for synchronized swimming classes with Aqualilies. It's a refreshing and glamorous way to stay in shape. Thanks to Diane's Beachwear and Hollywood Beauty Center for my gorgeous outfits and hairstyle today. I'm Ashna Patel for Santa Monica Weekly.
So cool that Ashna got in the water and did that. I thought she did really well. That's not easy.
It's not, but it is a good workout, and you too can take a synchronized swimming class with the Aqualilies. Just contact the Annenberg Beach House for prices and information.
It's time for us to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be telling you about some upcoming events in Santa Monica.
And don't forget, a great way to stay informed about what's happening in our city is to follow us on Twitter. Just hashtag Santa Monica Weekly. We'll be right back.
I thought I had everything under control. Then, one day, something happened. I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't know there was help. Until someone told me.
Providing access to justice, the Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles can help with domestic violence issues, eviction defense, government benefits, immigration, and other civil legal issues.
Who knows what gratitude means? Nicholas?
To be thankful.
Writing letters to our military is a great way to say thank you for their service.
Frisco! Somebody loves you.
Dear soldier, thank you for keeping me safe. You're my hero.
To donate or send a care package to America's heroes, visit OperationGratitude.com.
Riding a bicycle can seem like child's play.
But only if you're playing indoors. Cars and bikes need to play together.
Play it safe. Ride by the rules.
Hey, share the road.
Discover 30 years of opera in Santa Monica. Discover the Verdi Chorus.
Welcome back to Santa Monica Weekly, your best source for information about city happenings and fun events around the area.
First up today, Santa Monica College is gearing up for the start of the fall semester, and it's not too late to sign up. Classes don't start until August 31st. That's 1 week from today. SMC is one of California's best community colleges. More than 30,000 students will be showing up on campus this year. That means crosswalks, bike lanes, and school zones will be filled with excited and anxious students. So drivers, please make sure you take it extra slow around SMC starting next week. And if you want to enroll in classes, visit smc.edu.
And back to school time also means citywide bus routes are changing a bit. Santa Monica's Big Blue Bus is once again adjusting its schedules and routes for the annual changes in ridership demand. And for the fall service, the change is now in effect. It involves a major service modification on Route 3, plus smaller changes on 15 other routes. Many changes are designed to help accommodate the heavy demand caused by those SMC students returning to class. So check out bigbluebus.com to get up to speed on all of the changes.
What can you make with some cardboard and a couple rolls of duct tape? A yacht, apparently. The 4th annual Cardboard Yacht Regatta happens on Saturday, August 29th. It's a tradition at the Annenberg Beach House. The time is from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Teams of 2 will build yachts using corrugated cardboard and duct tape and compete for awards in a variety of different categories. Registration is $15 per team. Anyone can come out and watch and cheer on the yachts.
And there's something else you can try at the Annenberg Beach House, slacklining. Slacklining is where they string a long, narrow nylon strap between 2 supports just a few feet off the ground.
It seems so fun. Have you ever seen them do it?
I've tried to do it. It's really hard.
Hard, yes.
And then you hop on and try to keep your balance or even walk on the slack line. People who've been doing it a while can even jump up and down on the slack line and not lose their footing. So make sure you give it a try at the Beach House Fridays and Saturdays through September 4th from 1 to 7 p.m. But be careful.
Yes, be careful. Okay, I've already been seeing the Breeze bikes all around Santa Monica, and a couple of the stations are now open for business.
Yay.
It's so cool. Those beautiful green bikes, you can't miss them. And if you want to support this new eco-friendly form of transportation, here's a great way. Buy a founding membership for $99. Members get a full year of bike share starting from the date the full system launches, including 60 minutes of daily use. That's a pretty sweet deal. Plus, you get to brag to all your friends that you're a founding member. Santa Monica's Breeze Bike Share will be the first major bike share program to operate in the Los Angeles region.
So cool. Those bikes were so fun to ride, I remember. There's only 3 more weeks of Santa Monica's Summertime Musical Beach Party, the Twilight Concert Series. And this Thursday, it's Jefferson Starship along with Purple Mountain Majesties. And the week after that, it's Rebirth Brass Band with Miles Mosley and the West Coast Get Down. Make sure you take advantage of the city's free bike valet program located right beside the pier, or if you're driving, you can also avoid the parking scramble and prepay for a spot online.
And there are more free outdoor concerts under the stars this summer in Santa Monica. The 10th annual Jazz on the Lawn Summer Concert Series is back by popular demand. There is just one more of these free live music concerts this year. It happens on Sunday, August 30th. The time is from 5 to 7 p.m. in Stewart Street Park. Come dance, relax, and enjoy the lively music in the park.
And if you're into something a little more low-key, why not learn a new skill or develop a creative talent? Take a class at 1450 Ocean. When you join the community at 1450 Ocean, you can learn Zumba, attend a craft lounge, take a creative writing class, make pop-up cards, learn poetry, or even knit your own socks and more. These are classes for adults, and they take place in Santa Monica's iconic Camera Obscura building in Palisades Park, just north of the pier. More info at smgov.net/1450ocean.
Well, Santa Monica Weekly is a great place to get the word out about fun events happening in and around our city. So if you know about something upcoming and it's open to the public, let us know about it and we'll try to get it on the show.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, where we post about all the fun and important events in our city. #Santa Monica Weekly. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Care packages give hope while you're away fighting battles. But what happens when battles follow you home? JVS Veterans First helps returning soldiers transition to civilian life with services such as peer support, career counseling, and job training.
JVS Veterans First can help. Own your honor.
Visit jvsla.org for more information.
The Santa Monica Museum of Art. Take a closer look.
Hey Mom, yes I'm home. Saved you some dinner.
Plan now for a major earthquake. Contact the Santa Monica Office of Emergency Management. Don't be caught in the dark.
At the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Monica, we build long-lasting relationships with our kids.
Love. Friendships.
Support. Trust.
Learning.
I know. Fun. All that and a lot more.
We're not just a club.
We're family.
Great futures start here.
Welcome back to Santa Monica Weekly. Last week, students in the Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District headed back to class.
So today we're talking about safe routes to school with the city's transportation manager, Francie Steffen. Welcome to Studio 16.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Safe Routes to School. How did this program begin?
Yeah, Safe Routes to School is a great program to make it easier, safer, and more fun to walk and bike to school. And it's really a comprehensive approach that includes education classes for students, encouragement events and fun competitions, as well as physical improvements around the school sites like crosswalks and bike lanes and other things to make it easier for students to get to school. It was really created in response to a nationwide trend where fewer and fewer people were walking and biking to school. In the 70s, over half of students 15 and under were walking and biking. By 2010, that had dropped to just 15%, so really precipitously dropped. In Santa Monica, we were happy to see that parents were really interested in seeing a resurgence in walking and biking to school. So this really is in response to that community interest.
That's great. Now, what exactly is Bike It, Walk It Week?
Yeah, Bike It, Walk It has become a community institution. It was started in 2007 by the Santa Monica Solar Alliance, so it's really fabulous. This came really from the students of Samo High. And they started a program to encourage kids twice a year to walk and bike to school. And actually, it's really to scoot, to skate, however you get to school, ride the bus. And it happens twice a year, once in the fall, and that's coordinated with International Walk to School Day, and once in the spring during Bike Week. And we see really great participation during those events. It's really grown from just the high school to basically all schools within the Santa Monica School District.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really great to see. Last year we had a fabulous participation, particularly from McKinley Elementary School. They went really far above and beyond and had 82% of their students walking and biking to school for that event. Go
McKinley!
Yeah,
that's great.
It's really, really fabulous. And the parents were great leaders that event.
Great. So Santa Monica Weekly was at your July 4th Kiddical Mass event. Now I hear there's something coming up for Halloween as well.
Yeah, we tend to have the Kiddical Mass events quarterly. Kiddical Mass is a fun family ride where parents and their kids get out on a Saturday for a short ride to practice their skills and learn new biking skills. So it's really fun for the whole family. We tend to have them as part of a holiday or other event like Earth Day. We've done Valentine's Day, which was really fun. And this one, we're actually celebrating National Talk Like a Pirate Day, which is September 19th. Exactly. Exactly. So we're looking forward to a fun event with lots of kids dressed up in costume. We welcome costumes and fun of all kinds.
How nice. So where does the funding come from?
The funding has been largely grants. State and federal grants have funded most of the work to date. We've gotten about $1.6 million over the last 5 years. The majority of that has gone to physical improvements. Samo High is the biggest. We spent about $1 million for the construction that's currently underway around Samo High that's really transformative in making it safer at the main school entry.
Science Center, or are you talking about outside the school?
It's right by the Science Center, right nearby where Michigan and 7th come to the main school entry there. So that transformation will improve the crossings, add a new signal at Pico, and really make that flow a lot better so it's safer for parents dropping off as well as any kids that are walking and biking or taking the bus. We've gotten some grant funds as well for Edison School, which haven't been implemented yet, and other grant funds for some of the programmatic work. So we've been fortunate that we've competed well at the state level for those kinds of funds, but the council has also been very generous. The council actually in this past summer dedicated funding for a part-time permanent Safe Routes to School coordinator, which is the first time we've had that. It really signals their commitment to Safe Routes to School for the safety of kids walking and biking, as well as all of the neighborhood improvements that those really are. You know, our schools are really embedded in our neighborhoods, and having improvements in those neighborhoods actually benefits the whole community.
Can you share some specific safety tips for kids that want to walk or bike to school?
Yeah, oh yes, there's many. In fact, and we encourage everyone to try the classes, because really nothing is a substitute for a good training on the street. But if you're walking to school, definitely stop at the stop signs, you know, walk, don't run across the street, look both ways before you cross, and also follow all the rules of the intersections that you're at. If you're biking, ride in the same direction as traffic. Don't ride against traffic. Always wear a helmet whether you're riding your bike or skating. And if you're going to ride a skateboard, yield to pedestrians on the sidewalk. That's really the right way to do it. And be careful of any rough terrain, sand, those kinds of locations. Try to avoid skateboarding in those conditions, and also on steep slopes.
What about those riding a scooter?
A scooter, yeah, scooting.
Yeah, so scooters should follow a lot of the same rules as skateboarders. Avoid those tricky spots where you might slip and fall. Be careful on the sidewalk. People are walking slow on the sidewalk, so try and be cognizant and aware of the people that you're coming up behind, and always wear a helmet.
Well, just this weekend, in fact, I was coming back from the beach with my bike, and I was walking my bike across the crosswalk, and a Santa Monica police officer said, "Thanks for walking your bike."
Nice.
So that's right. You don't want to ride your bike across the crosswalk, right?
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just learned something new.
Yeah, rules of the road are that you walk across a crosswalk even if you got your bicycle with you.
Right. So talk a little bit about walking. Is that?
Yeah, walking is one of the major ways that people are currently getting to school in Santa Monica. And it's such a great way for kids to try out some amount of freedom on the street. They also, it's great for them to learn basic safety just for day to day, whether you're going to school, you're going to the grocery store, or you're just playing out with your friends. Walking is a great way for them to get to know their neighbors and also socialize with their friends in the community.
I loved walking to school. I used to do it all the time. So what are the benefits of biking and walking as opposed to driving to school?
Yeah, walking and biking to school is incredible for student health. You see it really makes a huge difference in childhood obesity. It brings kids to school ready to learn. They arrive having gotten some of their excitement and energy of the morning out and ready to sit down and actually roll up their sleeves and do the tough work of learning at school. It's really also great, as I mentioned, as a way for neighbors to get to know each other, and also just as a way for communities to come together. During the Wellbeing Project, we did see in the surveys that community members wanted to have stronger connections with their neighbors. Getting out and walking in your neighborhood is the #1 way to build those connections.
Right. Where can parents learn a little bit more about safe routes to school?
We have a great website with lots of information. It's santamonicasaferoutes.org.
Can you talk to us about the bike share program?
Yeah, the bike share program is coming in November. We're launching with 500 bikes citywide.
But it's actually running now, right? I've seen the bikes out there in the stations.
Yeah. There's a test going on right now with 30 bikes at seven different locations. And actually, you can sign up to become a member already. There's a special member rate going on right now of $99 for a whole year that starts when we launch the full system. And the bike share is going to be really a lot of fun. It's a great way, if your bike maybe isn't in the best condition, to try a ride around the community. Maybe if you have a friend in town, you don't have a second bike for them, they can ride the bike share bikes. It's really going to be a fun way to have a flexibility to get to and from the train as well. If you want to maybe take Expo to Culver City or downtown and ride a breeze bike to the station.
Very exciting.
And the bikes are so cool. They're the beautiful color. The design is really stunning, and they all come with a built-in lock, right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they have an onboard GPS and an onboard lock. So basically, you walk up, you put in your PIN code, you're basically ready to roll. Just you got everything right there with you.
Any safety tips specific to Breeze Bike Share?
Same as any bicycling tips. We always recommend that you wear a helmet, people of any age. And we also want you to follow the rules of the road, follow all posted stop signs, signals, and definitely look before changing lanes. Be aware of what's around you. Be safe, and others will try and be safe around you as well.
Francie, Stefan, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. We look forward to a safe and happy and productive back-to-school season in Santa Monica.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. And that is our show for this week. Please join us again next week. And remember to set your DVR to record us, or you can also watch us on our YouTube channel. And please leave some comments, but only if they're positive.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram for updates and information about all the fun things happening around town. We'll see you back here next week for another edition of Santa Monica Weekly.